Hey everyone, welcome back to Kubota Farm. We are back here in East Vineland, New Jersey, and we are about ready to join our two fields together. Field 1 and Fields 2, the northern part up here. We're going to join these two bad boys together. Eventually, I'm kind of thinking of getting rid of all these trees and joining this other field. I don't know if it's worth it though. You know, I've been tossing it back and forth, and honestly, I mean, we do gain. This is what we'd gain: all of this grassland, this whole strip of grassland through here. And I reckon, if I can use the word reckon so freely, um, that it would pay for itself. You know, I mean, that is not a small amount of crops, if I'm being honest. But those trees are pretty. They look nice there, and they break up this field nicely. And I don't know if we need that ginormous of a field, but it would be kind of fun. But anyways, hope you're all doing well. Doing well. And it's Thursday. Wow. And we are only, what, Thursday? So we've got Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 4 days from Christmas. Unbelievable. Just happens so fast. Folding is not allowed while the tool is lowered. Well, then I'm going to raise the tool. That's what I'll do, and I'll unfold it. There. Let's check our maintenance. I think we're okay. Yeah, we're good. A little dirty, but we're about to get a little more dirty because we are going to plow a little more here. And I always get a little bit, you know, a little nervous when I'm doing this because I want it to be all nice and look good. But, you know, in something like this, it's pretty much, it's a field, right? I mean, it's a field. Fields don't have to be perfect. At least that's what I always tell myself. I do think I need to turn on or enable create field mode. Let's see if I have done that. I have indeed. And there we go. There's our first joining of the fields. I can almost sense the excitement through the microphone that I am getting from y'all. Thank you for your encouragement and I don't know what word I'm really looking for. Your support, you know, your support, encouragement during this process, your patience as well while we do our thing here. It's always exciting joining fields though. I don't know why I like it, but I do like it. It feels oddly gratifying to like say, you know what? No. You know what? I want this field. I want a big field. I don't want the field you gave me. I want a big field. Oh, and look at that little corner right there. That little tiny bit right there that we missed. Well, that Courseplay missed. Not too bad, though. I can't complain too much about what would probably amount to be, I don't know, in real life, a square foot maybe, if I'm being generous. I do like these kind of plows though, these simplistic, you know, kind of straightforward plows. They're just easy to use, nothing fancy. You know, just a few, I don't even know what those things are called, a few prongs, tongs that stick in the ground and tear it up. Giddy up. So watching the weather forecast, I'm sure you're probably a little tired of hearing about it, but things are looking promising for my neck of the woods, and by promising, I mean most likely going to be a reasonably good-sized patch of snow coming through my area. They're saying that really it's not going to be the snow totals, though, that are going to be a problem. It's going to be the cold. So, pretty frigid temperatures, which, you know, I don't know. I don't look forward to that at all. But I've always thought, you know, if it's gonna be that cold, it's nice to have snow. You know, it's kind of, I don't know. In my book, if you're gonna be freezing to death, you might as well have some snow to look at. Make yourself doubly miserable. I don't know. Maybe some of you are outdoor people and you enjoy the snowfall, especially if you've got snowmobiles. Oh, what did we call those when I lived in Canada? I lived in Canada many years ago. I think I've mentioned that before when I was quite a bit younger. What are they called? What are they called there? Toboggans? Are they toboggans? I freaking know. Is a toboggan a sled? I think a sled and a toboggan are the same. I mean, just say that word a few times, toboggan. Hey, you want to go tobogganing? You know? Let's get the toboggan out. What? The toboggan. Get the toboggan out. What size is your toboggan? I don't know. Mine is... I don't know. I don't know what a toboggan is. What's a toboggan? I think that's the word for a sled, though. I don't even know what I'm doing now. Now I'm just going over stuff that I don't need to go over anymore. So this is kind of getting a little bit redundant. But I think we're done here. Let's check the map. Let's check the map out. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And interestingly enough, there is no precision farming. I think we have to buy that. I was curious if we were going to have to or not. Yeah, let's get out here. Wait a minute, am I lost here? Where's our... That's showing. Interesting. Very interesting. What's behind me? Am I not going to the right spot? I was expecting down in the right-hand corner for it to not show what the pH value was in this area right here. But it is, but there's no soil sample there. But if I click there, how much to buy a soil sample? Did that do anything at all? No, go away. I don't want you there. Go away. Thank you. I don't know. I don't think that's really doing anything. I think we just bought the soil sample that we had before. Good enough. Let's get out of here. So we are good on the pH. Of course, our nitrogen is quite off, which is to be expected because we haven't planted anything yet and put down our fertilizer after that. I still think it's a little bit weird to plant over plowed ground. You know, like it's almost like I would expect in real life you would cultivate this, right? You would come along with a shallow tillage or some kind of a tillage tool to, you know, smooth this out. And but I don't think the game requires it. And in fact, I even wonder if precision farming would penalize us for doing it. Do we still have corn selected? We do indeed have corn selected. I do want to turn on... I don't need to turn on my crop sensor, though, because... Well, I'm going to anyways. I don't know what it's going to sense, but we're going to do it anyways. Another question came up that I was kind of curious about. I'm just going to get to this screen. I want to make sure... Should we consider... should we consider running a course play on this? What's going on with this guy? Oh, no, 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 don't do that, Brad. I've made that mistake before. If I transport and I'm sitting in a tractor, it takes the tractor with me, and I've made that mistake before, and I've kind of been like, whoops, didn't want the tractor to come with me. Yeah, we didn't plant anything here yet, did we? Okay, so we got this field completely prepped, and we're going to do soybeans, I believe. Let's go back here. Let's go ahead and create a course. So I was in the middle of thinking out of thought there. What was I going to say? It made me wonder something. And now I forget what it was going to be. Man, my brain is is not playing nice with me right now. I'll have to think about what I was... Because I was thinking, I was looking at something. That's not the course we want to be on. We want to be on... What's going on here? Start job. No, 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 no. No, I don't want to do that either. Am I not far enough? Let's create a job. CP field work. That's... Where's my generate thing? Maybe if I do this. No? Target is not on field. Really? I believe the target is on the field. And I believe you are being ornery. Target is not on a field. What target does it think? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. What's going on here, Mr. Courseplay? I don't have a course loaded there. I want to make sure it's not cranky because it thinks I've got a course loaded. Open. I'll activate that. Nope, there's no course loaded there either. Target is not on a field. Is it mad because I did a field conjoining? Let's drive this way and see if see what it thinks about this. Job. Create a job. Target is not on. Ah, there we go. All right. I think I remember having to do that before. Number of headlands. I think 3 will work. We can start work on center. That's fine. We do want sharp corners. Thank you for asking. Let's generate this bad boy. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Let's see how it does. Let's just see how it does. Our starting point is over yonder, somewhere over. Oh, right there. Okay, I see it. We do want to start in the first waypoint. We do want corn. And we can kick you off, and let's just see what she does. I had a deal where... oh, I know what it was that I was going to tell you about. So, I was messing around offline. And when I say offline, you know, when I'm not recording. And I took this here planter to this field, in fact, that field back there before we joined them, so field number 2. And before I even cultivated that field, so before we plowed, actually we didn't cultivate, we plowed, but before I did anything, so after we harvested our canola, I took this planter and I started putting down corn, and it was acting like it was working. Like the seed count was actually going down. It was actually starting to apply a different texture. And I'm like, that's weird because I didn't think this planter was a direct planter. Like, I thought you'd have to prep the field first. But then I went into this here map and I didn't see this. I didn't see corn being planted. It wasn't showing anything being planted, but it was showing seed being taken, fertilized being taken. It was weird. It was very weird. And I don't know if that, I don't know. Maybe I've never tried doing something like that. I didn't think it should work, so it wasn't like shocking that it wasn't working. But it was weird how the game was treating it like it was actually planting corn. And another thing that's kind of odd, you see those little white spots there? One left and one right over there? But when you go up to them, they're not there. That reminded me of a problem way back in, I don't know if it was FS 15 or 17. It was one of those two, because it was definitely on the PC for me. And I didn't play, I haven't played Farming Sim on a console since 13. And I remember that there were some weird things happening like that where you would see like an underlying, like the previous layer would show up from a distance like that. And I don't know if that was something that got corrected by Giants or if that got corrected by the map author. I'm not entirely sure. Just reminded me of that. So let's grab, that was a little bit out there, wasn't it? It was a little bit sidebar-ish. Let's grab our seeder and try and line up a little bit here. Thank you. We do have some seed in there. I don't know if it's going to be enough, but we can run with it. And I think what we can do, boy, I just love using these 3-meter seeders. Just one of my joys in life. Barley, negative. Yeah, soybeans. We want soybeans. Let's do soybeans. So I'm looking at our crop calendar, and I'm like, yeah, soybeans are planted here in June. They're like one of the only other things we can plant besides corn. Olives, we don't need to do olives. We've got enough poplar to last us probably the rest of our lives. Grass doesn't need to be planted anywhere. We don't need oilseed radish. I don't know what this other grass is. And it's even got, I don't know if that's just I don't know. I've never really figured out, have we ever really figured out why there's dual grass on this map? I don't know. I don't know. Lower. Turn on. Soybeans. Triple check. We always need to do triple checks. Oh, I can just look down there, can't I? Yeah. That's a soybean symbol, Brad. It just feels weird planting with this 3-meter seeder. It always throws me off. As you can see, I'm missing a little bit here on the edge, but it just seems so small. It's just so small. I'm just gonna do, you know what? We're just gonna do the one. Don't really need much of a headland down on this end. And I think I'm going to do one row. What do you turn that off for, Red? Let's do another row here. This field is a little You know, it's got kind of that curved edge going on there and stuff. So Courseplay handles it really, really nicely. The hired helpers get radically confused. Oh, and that was the other question I was thinking about too, was, you know how we put down that RTK station? Does that RTK station impact Courseplay labor the way it's supposed to impact regular hired helper labor? I was thinking about that the other day. I kind of think that it doesn't. But at the same time, I think that it could, because maybe the game sees Courseplay hired labor and treats it. I don't know. I think I should just say I don't know and leave it at that. But I would be curious. I honestly don't know that I see much difference when there's an RTK station installed on a farm. I'm really not sure that there is much of a difference. But Giant says, I'm going to overlap that just a little bit so that when we get up there, we're good. Giants claims what? That it makes them more productive. You know, it's supposed to make them a little bit faster, or I don't know. I don't know. I guess the only thing I've ever seen, possibly from having an RTK station installed, is the hired helpers seem to manage the working width of implements maybe a little bit more precise, if that makes sense. Boy, that's a straight line. This field really does kind of slip out sideways, doesn't it? That's a straight line, huh? Interesting. We're going to go back and fill these gaps in a little bit. At least the seeder's not slow, if that's a plus. But that is definitely something I would like to see us maybe invest in at some point. And I know that we've leased that that Limken. Seeder out before, and maybe we need to consider just buying that outright and selling this little 3-meter jobber altogether. I probably wouldn't miss it very much, if I'm being honest. We here on Kubota Farm would definitely prefer and enjoy a larger seeder. There's no question about that. Is that leaving a gap between? Maybe not. Or is it? Is it leaving a little bit of a gap between them? It kind of looks that way, doesn't it? Or is that just the texture? What's our measurement? 9.84 feet. Kind of feels like it's leaving looks like it's leaving a little bit of a gap between rows. Let's throw a headland down here, at least one, probably a couple of them, just to give ourselves a little bit of breathing room on this end, turning room to be more specific, I guess. Nice to get this planting. I enjoy planting. Actually, I pretty much enjoy any of the harvesting stuff. Or planting, harvesting. Harvesting's a little bit more satisfying, I think. And most certainly, planting is a little more satisfying if you don't have to use a 3-meter planter. But we're gonna push through it. Ain't no thing. I want to see if it looks to me. Now that looks better. Maybe it's not leaving a little bit of a gap. Maybe that's just... Yeah, that's probably just the way the lighting was hitting that. Hey, Chief, hold on right there for me. Let's do a little hired helper for a sec. And let's go check on our Courseplay worker. See how they're doing. Oh, you know what is that? Oh, you know what? I thought that was lime poking through there. That's not. That's water. That's that standing water thing. I had it in my head that that it looked like lime because it was so white. But that's just water in our field. Huh. How funny. I wonder if that has any impact at all other than visual. It's probably just visual. Interesting. Expected yield 98, 97, 98%. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. I'm going to take over, Mr. Hired Helper. Thank you for that little rest. But we got it from here. And I think soybean growing period is one of the shortest in the game, right? It's got to be similar to... Are those wheels coming off the ground? It's got to be similar to that of like a grass growing period. Let's get you lined up again. Oh, I keep turning the planter off, or the seeder off, instead of lowering it. I don't know why I've got that on my brain. I'm gonna hire you off for a second here so we can do a little bit of looking around here. So if we look at, I always forget to look at used vehicle sales as well, which I should pay more attention to because we're gonna need one of these. We're gonna need a cornhead, aren't we? Yes, we are. We can lease one. How good of a deal is that? About 20% off? Interesting. I like the looks of it. No orange available, but I do no Kubota available. That's kind of a bummer. New Holland, John Deere, Kloss, Case. Fent. Where's the Case? Yeah. Interesting. Where are we getting Case? Let's see here. Case. That would look pretty sharp in front of our combine, wouldn't it? $62,000 though. Jeez. Probably not worth buying right now. Probably better off just leasing it. But that is a sharp looking cornhead, isn't it? I like it. Hello, Mr. Kenzie. What do you got going on? No? I was kind of hoping we were going to score on that Limkin being on sale. I think it is a Limkin, right, that we were looking at before? Where is our... Where are y'all? Where are y'all, Cedars? Come on, Mr. Cedars. There we go. Yeah, it was this bad boy right here. How many horsepower did that take? 180. Man, we've got two tractors that can pull that. The M7 and the M8 would tow this thing around. And what did we do? We did Kubota orange metal. There it is, Kubota orange. That blue can go away though, you know, but I guess we could deal with that. How much for that bad boy? Oh, yeah, 165. Oh, but I so want to do that. Look how much nicer that is. It's 12 meters. I mean, we would be whipping through. All right. Well, this is a deal I'm going to make myself. This is how I do things. You know, you kind of bargain with yourself. Like, you tell yourself, "Oh, you deserve that new stereo. Oh, you deserve it. You worked hard." Well, in this case, that's exactly what we're going to do because we are going to invest in a stinking bigger planter after this season. And if that means waiting until we sell all of our silage and or wool, we are going to do it because these 3-meter cedar deals are for the birds. No offense, but they're for the birds, man. Hello, Mr. Sheep. Just coming over to check on you real quick since we've got hired workers doing all the stuff for us. You're looking good. I mean, this sets us up pretty good for planting season, actually. Once we get both of these fields taken care of, we're talking about, you know, fertilizing, and that's it. We should be good to go. Let's run over until poplar comes around. Then that's going to be... Man, why did I do poplar? What was I thinking? Why did I do you, poplar? Why did I put you in the ground? Where are we at? 12 of 13. Where is poplar? Harvest, poplar harvest. Poplar, poplar. Poplar, yeah. Any time of the year. Wow, okay. So whenever you're ready, we're ready, I guess. All right. And soybean, I think this is a... Oh, it's a 6-month. Okay. So soybeans, we're planting here. 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to be able to get soybeans in November? I would think so, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Well, that'll get us a late year crop of soybeans. That's kind of cool. We'll see how that goes down. Needs rolling. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I guess we can. We're at 97%. I mean, maybe we will do a roll job on this thing. I know last time there's no rollers in the sale, is there here? No. Last time we rolled, it was this little bad boy right here. And actually, I quite like that roller. It does a nice job. I did add these two rollers to the game, though. That one's a 7 to 9 meter. This one right here, I saw on the Mod Hub. I think it was released not too long ago. The only thing that's a negative about this is we unfortunately can't special order in orange. But that is a nice field roller. We can go back to the old classic mag, and is it mag or MAAG is how they want us to say it, or MAAG, or I have no idea. That's not available in a nice orange either. That's kind of a shame. So I guess we're not breaking any rules. Maybe we will try this thing out. 150 horsepower, 170 horsepower. Okay, for 9 meters? Shoot, that's not bad. Yeah, maybe we'll lease that thing and do a roll job on this field. I don't think they expect us to roll corn. I think actually I have a mod installed that disables rolling for crops that don't normally need to be rolled, like potatoes and sugar beets and corn. Otherwise, I think the base game does suggest that we roll after planting potatoes or corn or sugar beets, which doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. But all right, well that it might be, I don't know, maybe it's a bit of a short episode today, but that's going to wrap it up for me today. I got some things I got to get taken care of. I want to make sure the old family farm is ready for tonight for Throwback Thursday, so I would really appreciate it if you come back and join me out there on the old family farm. Thanks for everyone for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. Leave a like if you enjoyed the episode, and subscribe if you'd like. And happy holidays for sure. And I will see you back again tonight, Thursday, at the old family farm. And then if you missed that, join me back here on Kubota Farm Friday. Thanks, everyone. Take care of yourselves. Be super safe. I know a lot of areas are going to be getting some nasty weather, so just be safe. Take care of yourselves. Let's take care of each other. And I'll see y'all real soon. Bye for now.